Hey guys, I thought I would show you the basic way that I look at the markets. And I've been doing things this way for like 15 years. This is the way that I look at things first thing I get up in the morning. So, the first thing that I want to look at is actually not the crypto market. The first thing I want to look at is the stock market because the stock market really drives global risk appetite. And what we're looking for is an uptrend. If stocks are going up, this is the rising tide that's lifting everybody. And a quick tip with that is that it should be obvious to a 5 year old. What do I mean that is that when you zoom out to a reasonable time frame, off the lows, it's not necessarily a technical definition of higher highs and lower lows. It's more just if you ask a 10-year-old kid, is it going from the bottom left to the top right? Is it yes? And if you have to squint and say, oh, maybe it's an uptrend, then you know you're fooling yourself. So once I've seen that if the market is crashing in crypto or it's topping or let's look at a continuous contract, or if it's in one of these very, very exciting, large, large candle days, I probably want to take the day off. So, what I'm looking for is candles that are just normal size. I want a nice, gentle, slow, smooth uptrend. And that's what we've got. That is supportive for crypto in general. The next thing I want to look at is the dollar index. You can load it in DX1 exclamation mark in trading view. And what is supportive for crypto is dollar going down, crypto going up. Why? Because cryptos are measured in USDTs and USDCs, and those are all derivatives of USD. So if on a larger time frame and a smaller time frame, the US dollar is tanking, then that is supportive for crypto. So we're in a good spot here. Like we're in a really, really good spot. You'll notice 2022 when crypto was absolutely hateful to us, the dollar was really, really strong. So what do we want? We want money printing, which makes the dollar weak. So those are the first two basic things that I look before I want to get involved in crypto. The next thing I want to do is I want to look at Bitcoin. And I want to do exactly that same sort of analysis. Are we broadly in an uptrend? Yeah, we're in a bull market. We've been in a bull market since like 2023. It's been an annoying, frustrating bull market in everything except Bitcoin, but it's still a bull market. And it's a bull market until proven otherwise. What would proven otherwise look like? Well, if Bitcoin dropped below here or below here, I would start to adjust my odds down. I think it's maybe an 80% chance we're in a bull market. That would probably drop to a 60% chance, then a 50-50. Does that make sense? The next thing I want to look at is a couple of the majors. So I want to look at Ethereum. I mean, Ethereum's absolutely in an uptrend, and it's been going down for 3 days after going up and really sideways for about a month after hitting $5,000. So sideways for a month is not particularly concerning after we see this type of price action before. And I'm going to show you something very interesting today. This is what we came here to see. When in this day back here, the bulls tried to push it up, the bears tried to push it down. The best the sellers could do, they couldn't even push it below the low of the previous day. Here, the next day in a row, 2 days in a row, the sellers, they pushed it down from here and they pushed it down from here, and then the buyers stepped in. They couldn't get to the low of the previous day. Here, the sellers tried to push it down, couldn't get to the low of the previous day. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 days in a row. The sellers couldn't push it below the low of the previous day. Now, this is an extremely strong indication that we're going to get a second leg up at that we're going to get another chance, or it's going to go up higher. Now, why is that? That is because think about the guy down here. He's like, oh shit, I want to buy some Ethereum. Fuck, it's gone to 3,500, but it was 3,400 yesterday. I'll just wait till it goes down. And it goes to 3,700. He's like, I'm not paying 3,700 fucking dollars for an Ethereum. Fuck that. It's 3,500. That's the price, motherfucker. And then, now it's 3,900. He's like, oh fuck, I should have bought. I should have bought. Now I'm getting horny. Now I wish I had a bought. I'm drinking the haterade. Come down, you prick. Fucking come down, you cunt. And it keeps going. It hits 4,200. I'm like, oh fuck. I nearly bought it at 3,500. I'm such a cunt. Fuck. I hate this fucking game. Then a couple more days. It's not going down. It's not going down. He finally starts buying here. And here is this candle where it goes open at the lows, close at the highs, massively expanded range. And what I mean by that is this candle is like twice as big as the previous one. What this is FOMO capitulation. This is the guy who wanted to buy it at 3,500 saying, oh, fuck, I got to buy it at 4,500. Fuck. Oh, for fuck's sake. What this tells us is that there's also a bunch of sideline dudes over here with the sad face. And what these dudes do is they're waiting for any meaningful pullback. So we have a thing called anchoring bias, where the prices that we think things are worth are related to the highest price we've heard recently. So it gets to 4,800. Wow, 4,100, that's a bargain. I'm going to buy it. And so what this kind of does is it kind of armor plates the whole deal. So it means that any pullbacks tend to get bought by these sidelined people over here. And you can see that's exactly what happened. So I am expecting this to up and away over 5,000 fairly soon. Now, the next thing that you want to look at is the altcoin market as a whole. I'm going to show you two proxies for that. One is Total 3 on TradingView. This is a free software, tradingview.com. And this is the total market cap of all altcoins except for Bitcoin and Ethereum. This is basically what are altcoins doing. And we see that altcoins have this same situation where the sellers here couldn't push it down to here. And then the sellers here couldn't push it down to here. And the sellers here couldn't push it down to here, and so on and so forth. How many days in a row we get? We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's pretty good. That's strong. Now, we have no sign of upside capitulation. We have just an ordinary profit taking in altcoins. This is just totally normal. And we're at yearly altcoin highs, and we're on the verge fucking verge of all-time altcoin highs. Altcoin season begins, and always has begun, here. Remember this? 2020? Oh, fuck, it's so good. All-time altcoin highs. This altcoin season here didn't last too long, but oh, it was crazy good. All-time altcoin highs. We're on the verge of another one. Above here, we're going to the moon. Now, we have strong evidence that there's a bunch of sidelined altcoin buyers. Strong evidence. What coins should they buy? So we're going to go to a squiggle chart here. I'm going to do this. Okay, we're just going to look at the squiggle chart over here anyway. Okay, so what the first thing that we're going to do is look at the total 3 lows. And I'm going to oh, that's terrible. Sorry, I'm a bit. Okay, let me just take this off. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is look at when did alts really start moving again? And they started moving about 31st of August to the 5th of September. So about 2 weeks ago. So let's go back to about then. And what I like to do, is have Bitcoin as being, the middle line. So if a lot of coins are beating Bitcoin, then we're looking at investing in alts, smaller coins. If a lot of coins are losing to Bitcoin, we probably just want to hang out in Bitcoin. So first of all, let's look at what the strongest coins are out the gate. We've got Doge, we've got AVAX, we've got Hype, we've got Solana. Those are the coins that we're probably going to be most interested now. Now, if you were an intraday trader, you could take that information and do something with it. Let me show you how. So this is our daily chart of Doge. You know that Doge is the strongest coin. It's likely to get the most buying pressure. Right now, Doge still looks like a classical downturn, like a zigzag pattern, right? This zigzag down, for a bunch of reasons I can explain. Most people are expecting this. When do we get long Doge? Intraday. We wait for Doge to not get all the way down and for Doge to do this. We want Doge to make, first of all, a low that is not lower than here. The second thing that we want to see is it sort of start to turn up. And you could buy it here speculatively, but you start to get certain about here. This is your go point. This is the point where you buy, and then this becomes the point where you're wrong. So it either becomes a stop loss or you scale out around here. Does that make sense? I hope so. I just want to, I've been a bit grifty on the emails lately, like selling a bunch of bullshit. I just wanted to teach you some stuff. And the next couple of weeks are just going to be me teaching everything that I know. So pay attention to these emails, guys. All right.